What is going on, you guys? My name is Seapeekay, and today I'm actually bringing you a video. Yay, videos! Woo! So I'm on Morrow MC, which is my Minecraft server. For those of you who don't know, let me turn off the clouds. Where are you? There you go. Turn off the clouds. So yeah, I just figured I owe you guys a little explanation. Obviously, about 2 weeks, well, a week and a half ago, I got some bad news. I don't want to get into that. So that kind of demotivated me a little bit to make the videos. Then 3 days ago, I got taken to A&E, Accident and Emergency Hospital. I was getting pains in my appendix and chest pains. So obviously I was a little bit concerned. I'm just going to go through this while flying around, because I haven't been on the server for a while, and there's so much awesome stuff now. So yeah, I'm actually going to go into this mode so you can see it clearer. So yeah, I got taken into A&E around 7:45 PM. I got checked over by a doctor. He came and took blood samples, which I hate, by the way. I hate having my bloods taken. Yeah, he took blood samples, had a prod around, and basically put me on a drip because I was exhausted and dehydrated, apparently, which I didn't know about. I didn't know I was dehydrated or exhausted, but he told me I was, so I took his word for it. He's the doctor after all. And then he got to diagnosing my chest pains, and it's come back as a thing called costochondritis, which sounds really scary, but it's not that bad. Basically, I have a swelling on the left side of my chest, and I have to go for steroid injections to get rid of that. So that'll all be starting soon, I imagine. Now onto the part where it got a little bit more serious. Once he told me that my chest problems weren't anything to do with my heart, I was happy, because obviously I don't want heart problems at 22. That's not where you want to be. So he then said that he thinks I have a grumbling appendix, which I thought sounded hilarious, but obviously wasn't. So he had to actually get me transferred to another hospital where they could where I could have a meeting and a consultancy with surgeons, because there was a chance they needed to whip my appendix out. So I arrived at that hospital at around 11:45 PM. So I've been in A&E for like 3 hours by this point. And I got there, the care team took me in, got me into a bed, and I was on a drip for the entire night, so I was getting fluid and antibiotics through an IV line, through a cannula in my arm, which also was unpleasant. Never had a cannula before, and that was an interesting experience. And yeah, so from there, I sort of sat there, I laid there, I wasn't really that tired, but I didn't have that much phone battery, so I didn't want to push it. So I tried to get some sleep, but it was really difficult because I'm in a room with like 5 other people who were also in pain. And the first surgeon came to see me at about 1 AM. He had a prod around and said that he also thinks it's a grumbling appendix. He wasn't sure if they would operate in the morning or not. He had to get a second opinion. So I actually managed to fall asleep at around 2 AM. I was woken up at 2:30 in the morning by another surgical doctor who wanted to come and have a prod around, and they like really prod. Like, I know it's supposed to be to make sure there's nothing there, but like I could feel his fingers like coming out of my back. He was going that far into my abdomen. But he had a prod around and asked me how I was feeling, and I was saying the pain was mostly gone. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, and at that point the pain was almost gone. So he said, we'll see how you are in the morning. We might have to do a jelly scan, which I think is like a man equivalent of having an ultrasound. This is awesome. So I managed to get to sleep at around 3:30 AM. I was woken up at 6 AM by the nurses coming in to check on all the patients. So I got no sleep, and then they came to see me at around 7:30 in the morning. I had a prod around, said that they didn't know exactly what it was, but they didn't think it was appendicitis, which means they won't operate, which is good, because I didn't really want to have an operation. I've never had one before, so I didn't really want to have one now. And yeah, it basically came down to a point at around 8:30 AM. They said that they thought it would be reasonable for me to go home today. They were waiting on the results of my blood tests and samples. So they said that if I didn't feel like I needed to be there, I could go home and just get some rest in like a comfy bed. So I decided to do that. I haven't heard back yet. I still have to go for this jelly scan at some point. So I'm not sure when that's going to be. I'll be honest, right now I'm still in quite a lot of pain and discomfort with it. But I'm trying not to go back to the hospital unless I have to, because it means spending another night in there, and I honestly, I hate it so much. And like, hospitals are super lonely, and I know that sounds so lame, but like, you know, it's really not a fun environment to be in, and there's people around you that are sick and taking blood tests and coming in and checking on you all the time, and it's, you know, they did a great job, but it's just, I don't like being there. So unless it gets a little bit worse, I will be staying home. If it does get any worse, however, I will go back. I promise. There's no need to worry. So I'm just giving you guys an update. That's why the videos haven't been coming out. People who follow me on Twitter will know that already. But I do understand some of you don't actually follow me on Twitter. So for those of you that didn't follow me on Twitter, I'm sorry I've been away, but I've been rushed into hospital. So I am home now. I'm still a little out of it, so I'm probably not going to make any videos for the next couple of days. I might do another vlog. I'm not sure. But I just thought I'd give you a fly around Morrow, so you can come and hang out on the server. This is where I'll probably be for the next couple of days, on here or on Joel's server. So thank you all for watching, guys. I hope you understand what's been going on in my life. And I will see you guys in the next video for now. See you later.